So this is Christmas things that we think you should watch if you're sitting at home bored. Like, you know, a lot of people say that everyone's going to go on holiday. I don't think that that's the case, dude. I think a lot more people are going to be sitting at home than...
I agree.
And just like switching off. Like,
oh, yeah, I agree. It's that time of year where we normally do it. And because of recent variants and things going around, I think people are taking a more conservative approach. Let's just be with friends and family or whatever it is in small little gatherings. So consider this an Asylum Pod Christmas wish list of a different kind.
Yeah.
So if you are going to be stuck at home with friends, family, or just yourself, we threw together some films that we think are good, wholesome Christmas viewing.
Christmas worthy.
Yes. Well, either because they have a definite Christmas theme about them, or because the film might have been shot in and around Christmas in the story of the movie. So making it, in our opinion, a good Christmas film. Do you want me to sound off with one and you, or vice versa? Because I, like you said, I think I came up with one or two more.
Okay, so I'll start with a safe one, which is Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton. I've actually got quite a Tim Burton theme with my selections. But yeah, dude, like, I mean, there's not much to mention. It's like there's a huge cult following, but also I feel it's a public right, or no, sorry, that's public service to remind people of this movie so they can keep letting their kids watch it, so it can like just go on for eternity as staple for kids to grow up on. I agree.
And it's one of my favorite forms of storytelling in stop motion animation. Definitely a dying, very exclusive type of art, and I love it.
I hate musicals, but I love that film, you know, because again, it's got this like darkness to it, but it's still not dark, and I don't know how to explain it, but you know, again, it's a no-brainer. There's not much else I can say about it. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what's wrong with you, but
definitely give it a watch. And if you want to know more about the film, on Netflix, there's those series things called The Movies That Made Us. I don't know which season, but one of the seasons they do The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
Showing you a lot of how they've sculpted models and everything, and what it took to actually get that movie made because of studio pushback and everything. Because Tim Burton wanted to make a non-traditional Christmas type movie. So very interesting for those that do want to give it a look. I will sound off and counter you with, for me, the international, probably most recognized Christmas, non-Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard.
I don't think it's an argument. I don't know. It feels like there is that like group of like, you know, pizza people that are pineapple and non-pineapple. And there are people that are like Die Hard isn't and is, but I don't know. I don't know how you can argue it.
Yeah, the whole story is taking place. McCain is coming to see his wife Holly for Christmas. So he's gone to her work and stuff happens that just... they don't end up celebrating Christmas. He's actually at her corporate Christmas function when everything goes wrong. So it's a Christmas movie. It's a classic. It's just, I love Die Hard. And you got Alan Rickman playing a German, which is just the late Sir Alan Rickman, actually. And just one of my favorite all-time actors ever. So Die Hard goes up there for me.
Nice. I've got, again, like I said, a recurring Tim Burton theme, Batman Returns.
Nice.
It's also, you know, set around the Christmas sort of time.
Definitely.
And for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's the Michael Keaton Batman.
The best Batman, the only Batman.
Yeah, Warren's favorite Batman. And I mean, you've got Penguin, which is Danny DeVito, which again, for his time was also just really amazing.
Michelle Pfeiffer in that cat suit.
Yeah, so Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer. So it's just an all-round classic.
And don't forget... my boy, Chris Walken, as the bad guy. You gotta go, Chris.
I actually forgot about him. So
as Max Shrek.
Nice that you picked up on that. But again, like, so, I mean, it's Batman. We're a comic podcast, and it's Christmas, so...
can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong. I'm going to throw one at you that is, I think it's a little bit of a little known. At least I think it is, but... when I was growing up as a kid, it was one of my favorite all-time Christmas movies, and it's actually in the title. It's the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase with a whole bunch of others, and it's literally the the family are home for Christmas and the in-laws come, and there's just that usual friction where certain members of the family kind of get on your skin or get under your skin. They do things a little bit differently at home to how you would, and it's just all comes up to sort of like a boil bubble head. People just explode, lose their temper, basically almost ruin Christmas, and they kind of come together, realize what the real value of family is at that Christmas time. So it's got a great feel to it, like warm, wholesome feel, but there are some moments with Chevy Chase that it's just epically funny. Like I've literally found myself laughing out loud because it's so funny. And it's that classic comedy where it's almost unexpected comedy. So you think this is good and it's something totally different, and it just catches you off guard. Funny.
Nice.
So yeah, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons for everybody.
Cool.
Do you have another in your
Arsenal? I mean, there's a few off the top of my head that I can mention, but I don't know if they're all-time classics. But I mean, if you're a Jim Carrey fan, we talked about off camera, The Grinch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Grinch story, I think, is a good Christmassy tale. Was that a Tim Burton film too, The Grinch, or not? I can't remember.
It feels like it could be, but I don't know for certain.
Yeah, and I thought, I like Jim Carrey. I like him as an actor, whether he's doing serious or whether he's doing that bombastic, over-the-top comedy. And I liked him in The Grinch there. I think he realized his audience were young kids, etc., and he definitely cartoonifies himself for that. I like that as an alternative, and I think the set design, cinematography on that movie was also very, very good. I think one similar to that, maybe off the beaten path, but certainly in that sort of vein of just an all-time classic movie for what it is, Gremlins.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Also, around Christmas time, and it shows you what happens when a Christmas gift can go awry.
Nice, dude. Yeah, that's like up there. Gremlins is like huge.
Smoke. I loved Gremlins. So, yeah, definitely one that I'd pull out of the old shelf every time to watch. One that was on the top of my head. Oh, dude, Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone.
I mean,
yeah, that's also...
It's synonymous with it. I mean, the whole decorating the house with everything, watching and playing back parts of classic old-time Christmas movies to scare off the villains and stuff. It's, and classic Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a good one. Anything else that you can think of?
Nah, man. Like, I also did want to keep my list short because I know, like, again, I'm even making that mistake during, like, the holiday season. Like, everything I've put off, I'm like, I'm going to do in December, and I'm already setting myself up for failure. Like, I'm going to read 400 books and, so I just...